John, can you raise your hand again? Sorry. Mm. John, can you hear me? Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, I was having issues myself as well.
Oh,
Thanks.
so even to say that something is there must be someone for whom something is there. Let's say this is phenomenal.
It's so
Let's
it's
go
so
back.
subtle.
Sorry?
So so subtle.
Yes.
I just can't get past that. It's so subtle.
Yeah, but you want to, I can't get past that. You want to pass that.
Yeah.
The I that want to pass that is that. The I cannot pass that. Who is
What?
the I cannot pass that? Who is this I? This is what you
I
must question. Who is this I? Or from where this I came from? Because
what I? Which I?
it appears to be you. See, you identify yourself as this I that says I cannot pass that. See, the I cannot pass I. Neither that nor itself.
What am I doing? So,
Sorry?
oh, damn it.
You are not inquiring. See. Now, also, you are inquiring in order to pass that.
Which is keeping it going. Yeah.
Yeah. Just look at yourself. Who am I means let me look at myself, not at the phenomenon, nor the I that wants to bypass or pass whatever. See, what am I doing? What am I not doing? It's not as doing or not doing, it's simply being what we are. We are already what we are. The mind is just covering your reality, imposing on you an identity with the body. Hmm? Or is trying to steal, see, your identity, pretends to be the one, right? It's basically that.
It's so trappy.
Now you gave reality to it again. It must be really there.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm giving reality to it or not. Do you know?
I'm telling you. When you say it's tricky, you give reality to it. There is something there, really there, and it is tricky. You are seeing a snake where there is only a rope. You're seeing the ego where there is only the self. The funny part is that you already are self-aware, but you are mistaking the self to be the body, that's all, or the mind. Everybody's that, and everybody's
I'm
forget,
always,
and
yeah, I'm
everybody,
always,
everybody's aware of being. Everybody's conscious of being, but nobody is conscious of being, the self.
but I can't be the presence.
Sorry?
There's presence, but I'm not the presence.
Presence of what?
Hmm?
Presence of what? Are you present or not?
Yeah,
Then you are that which is present, not a presence. You are that which is present, which is
uh,
itself. All this, throw all this to the rubbish, all these new age
yeah, bullshit.
cliches and way of speech. See, engineers, they have their own language, right? It's called technical language. Architects and all that. Spiritual people also begin to speak in a funny way. They are no longer natural. They have their own spiritual language, so they can understand each other and communicate and establish, see, a relationship, spiritual and all that. All that is more of the same nonsense. All that belongs to I also. The self doesn't only knows silence.
There's something in what you said. Be what's present, not the present.
Yes,
That does something. Yeah.
yes. I am not, I cannot feel my, you are yourself, you are yourself, already the self. It's just a thought, I am something else, doesn't allow you to see clearly that you already are that. Everybody knows I am, but it's not clear for everybody what I am actually is, because it is mixed with the body. See, the light of the self, it gets associated with the body and produces the thought, I am the body. So the thought I am the body doesn't allow you to know you are the self. That's all. So that thought can become quite subtle and more difficult to catch, right?
Mm.
And still, it can give the impression that I am limited to it. That I got reduced to a mental image, gross, subtle, causal, or of any other kind. The mind is trying not to try. See,
Mm.
and we mistake oneself to be this mind.
God,
Hmm.
it just started all up again. Yeah.
Let's start what? Where are you going? To where you are?
Oh, the whole thing just started up again.
You are not going.
Huh?
You are what you are. You cannot even arrive to yourself. You are already yourself. Start. Start means I start here and I end there. Right? It's a movement. That movement is mental. And this is thought. I am start and I have more I am also arrived there. Right? Where? To what you are. How can you arrive to what you are if you already are there as what you are? These are thoughts. See, it's all thought. Thought is mind. And these thoughts, the support of all this stream of thought is the thought I. All these thoughts are the thought I. The thinker is the thought. Hmm? The thoughts are the thinker, and the thinker is a thought. Again, what thought I? Meaning by I, body.
Mind catches the reflection.
Hmm?
So the mind sort of catches the reflection.
The mind is the reflection.
Yeah, is the reflection. Yeah.
Mind is the reflected light of consciousness. When the light touches a slide, when the light, it passes through a slide, right? Like a cinema film, right? Like a film. Then the projection appears. Now the light appears to be identical with what? With the images on the slide. Now it appears that it has a form, right? And names and the rest of it. Appears the reflection. See? If you remove this light, there is just pure light.
And an empty mind is still light reflected.
Sorry?
An empty mind is still.
Anti-mind is the pure form of the ego.
It's the one.
The
Still.
thoughtless state.
Yeah.
That is the first modification of the mind. Like a very subtle sense of, it's a thought, but very subtle. Hmm.
Mm.
But in that state, then it becomes evident the presence of what self as the witness of even that.
Does the self witness, is it aware? Like aware, like,
You
is
call
it
it,
self-aware?
you call it witness, but that doesn't mean that it is witness something separate, right?
Yeah.
So the word witness is just a point of reference to refer that there is something beyond all that is aware of, conscious of it. But if the witness is not separate from what is witnessing, right? Then who is witnessing what? That is a state where the idea of witness is also left behind. See?
Yeah, the witness is misleading because it's like it sees. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it sees, but it doesn't see anything other than itself.
But it doesn't see.
It does. This is why it's called consciousness. Consciousness, what is conscious is consciousness. But when the light of consciousness gets associated with the body, the thought, I am the body, then the one that is conscious is I. See, there is an individual consciousness. I am an individual and I have my own individual consciousness. See? My consciousness doesn't depend upon any consciousness, it's my own. That is called also reflected consciousness. I am this body, I am Caesar, and I am conscious of this, that, and the other. And whatever I am conscious of is outside of myself, see? Outside, separate, different, right? That's duality, I and something else. Subject and object. I am the subject, and that is the object. I am an individual self having my own individual consciousness. Now, when the idea I am the body disappears, consciousness still is consciousness or conscious. Consciousness is ever conscious. There is no, the state of unconsciousness or unawareness doesn't exist. Because if there is an awareness, then who knows that there is unawareness or unconsciousness? There must be a consciousness or awareness. Yes or no? It's even rational. So when the witnessing consciousness is called the fourth state, right? You have three states of mind, but there are no, all that is mind, right? Collectively, it is the mind that moves, okay? Let's say that it changes in those three moods: awakened state, dream state, deep sleep. To put it in a way, awakened state, dream state, deep sleep. All that collectively is mind, and consciousness is the witness. So there are three states of mind, and the fourth state is the witness. Now, if the witness, this is called turiya, right? But if the witness is not different from what is witnessing, then who is witnessing what? This is turiya tit, right? Means the state beyond witnessing it is just being. All that collectively is the self, or being, or consciousness, or Atman, or whatever people like to call it.
And one state is no better than the other.
From the absolute point of view, there are not even states. From the absolute point of view, there is nothing that arises, that it is witnessed, that it is sustained, And where, see, the idea of something arises, huh? Something
Yeah.
stays in consciousness, witness, all that is gone, right? These are just pointers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In the absolute state, there are no pointers, there is nobody pointing anything to anyone. In that state, who is going to explain what to whom and how, where there is only, see, that.
Yeah.
It's like, I am the witnessing of my hands. There's only one body, then who is witnessing what?
Mm. Okay. Thanks, Caesar.
You're welcome. Who is this I? You won't find it. If you inquire about it, it disappears. Right?
Yeah.
Because the mind is not an entity, but when you inquire about it, since it's not an entity, you won't find it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good. Yes, madam.
Hi, Cesar. Hi, everyone. Oh, sorry. Cesar, I have a slightly idea what I'm talking about, but still I want to ask. So when I witness, I'm not sure it was the self or something because I was sleeping. Once again, probably I was dreaming, I'm not sure. And what I witnessed, because sages say that this is light and serenity and happiness and lightness and all of this. But what I witnessed was beyond this. It was just is absolutely qualityless. And now I'm confused because I'm not sure when the mind woke up and come back, everything like the world comes back and still there was not unit, like when I witness the world, I'm this experiencing the world, and when I fell asleep, I'm just witness and no world there and nothing there, and even any quality you can call, it belongs to the mind. It's
I'm trying to follow, but the way you put it is quite complex.
yes, because I don't understand,
What? Actually, who?
Mm.
Mm.
Because every time when uh, there is like beyond the mind, every time it's different. Once you feel like uh, everything is you, nothing, there is nothing but you.
Mm.
And then it feels like you are nothing that can be called or explaining, or I'm just like even more confused than I was in the beginning of the search. I don't know.
If there is no duality, what is you're talking about non-duality? There is nothing but I. If there is nothing but I, who is going to be confused about what? I am confused about this. See, this confused me, right? There must be something confusing you. If there is nothing but you, then how can this I, being alone, be confused by what?
No, just when I witness this awareness, I was sleeping, and obviously there was no world, and there was no confusion because there was no world, you know. And then the mind appears, the duality appears.
Okay, hold on. Who was witnessing the awareness?
I.
But then there is no sleep. In the sleep, there is no I, meaning by I mind. What is not there cannot witness that. If that alone is there, that must be only aware of itself.
But how it comes that other I woke up and
When you woke up, then you
which
see, when you woke up, when you know, when the mind wakes up, then the mind says, I witnessed that. But the mind was not there.
yes,
Yes. But you were there as that.
yes.
The confusion starts when the mind arises.
Mhm.
When the mind arises and covers yourself. And is the mind that is confused and superimpose the confusion on yourself, which is never confused. Even if the mind covers the self with the confusion and appears that oneself is confused, oneself is always perfect as it is always, as perfect as always. The confusion is just superimposed.
I don't understand. If the mind was not there and then he appears, how it can be aware of that one he didn't experience.
Sorry, I think we're having a language barrier. Either my English is too poor or yours is not good enough.
I think it's mine
Yeah,
not enough.
I'm trying to understand what you say, but
No, I'm just like, I was witnessing the sleeping mind, and then mind woke up, and if there was no mind, who was to uh,
how do you know there is no?
describe the experience?
If you know that there is no mind, so you are that which knows that there is no mind. If there is mind, you are the one that knows there is mind. Do you understand?
It means that if there is mind, he covers the totality, like totally.
Yes, the mind covers the self in two ways. Okay, like in two moods. Okay, or the mind is called the power of veiling, the veiling power. The veiling power is experienced as a total darkness or total ignorance of deep sleep. Hmm?
Mm.
And then the mind appears and covers again, keeps on covering, remains covering the self. But now with the projecting power. See, projects all this and covers. See, like this, like that. Total darkness, total light. Absolutely nothing, everything. That is mind. Let's say deep sleep, dream state, awakened state. See? So who are you but the witness of these three states of mind, which collectively is the mind, right? The mind is just alternating, see? Say from one state to the other, and then to the other, right? Now, when the mind disappears in the self, right? This no thought is a thought. This is the total darkness is the mind. Then you are the witness, right, of the mind.
But if the witness of the mind is absolutely qualityless, why the sages say that it is stillness or serenity, or because
Is be honest, all these are people, the sages try to speak about the impossible. The self
seems like what I experienced, it was not anything. It was absolutely qualityless. It just is. It's not even I am.
correct. It is called I am because it's what I am, right? But I know what you mean. Is I-ness. Is I-nessless or I am-nessless. But it still is I because it is oneself. How are we going to refer to oneself but as I or I am?
Because even the happiness is the quality of the mind. And there was no ecstasy or whatever. Nothing is, I don't know.
No, you're going too far. See,
Um,
I know that it is formless, but it is alive.
yes.
Right? It is absolutely alive. It's the only thing that is alive. The alive of anything else depends on the aliveness of consciousness. A consciousness that is not alive, if it is inert, then what kind of what kind of consciousness is that?
But how can be no more suffering if you wake up and mind appears and words appears and everything appears, the what you experienced before, the depression, the pain, the like everything is there, and it's the mind.
When the mind arises, is the mind that itself is split in two, subject and object. And again, it superimposes all its nonsense, its delusion on you. So
But
in reality, the manifestation as such is not a problem. The mind made a problem out of its own projection.
but is it possible to be awake and just conscious at the same time?
You are always conscious. You cannot not be conscious. You cannot not be aware ever. Consciousness or awareness is ever present. See, it's continuous, unbroken, permanent.
I mean, don't feel the all the mind stuff.
If you see the mind as separate from yourself, then it is a problem. It appears to be a problem. And the mind creates a sense of separation that the mind creates the idea that itself is separate from you. That idea is also in the mind, not in the self. Because as you rightly said, obviously there was a glimpse, a moment of clarity that what you are has no attribute, no qualities, no name, no form, invisible, and yet conscious, aware.
Mind arises and explains that what you're looking for, it's nothing. It's like all the feelings, thoughts, emotions, everything. It's like mine, not his, not its.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Out of awareness of this fact, this knowledge which reveals itself without the need of intellect or mind or reasoning of it's intuitive. Okay, you know it without knowing how you know it. You know it because you are it. But by being it, you know yourself as that. Now, this knowledge will get reflected in the mind. Since the mind is thought, the thought will appear, Jesus, I am that. There is nothing apart from myself. But then you develop a new identity with the thought. See? With the thought that arises, and not with the thought from not from the as the place of origin of that thought. Can you see that? Then you identify yourself with the interpretation, and then now you appear as the interpreter, the one that got the knowledge and now is confused. Am I making any sense?
Yes, yes.
Yes. In that moment, you know it, but you don't know it objectively or even subjectively. You know it because you are it. You are what you are knowing, right? Yourself as you actually are. For now, you want to know it by the means of the mind because the mind is present. And you take yourself to be the mind. Oh my God, if I am that, why am I confused now? Right?
I'm disappointed.
Because you appear to be the mind that claims to be the knower of that. And
He's disappointed, like you mean me as the mind, disappointed in enlightenment.
yes, yes. I got enlightened. I lost my enlightenment. Now I am disappointed.
Yes.
And I am more disappointed than before because before at least I was ignorant. But now I got the jewel in my hand. See, I could touch the diamond and now it's stolen. Stolen by what? By your own imagination, which means I saw it, I got it. See, the mind claims to be the experiencer of that. And when it says so, what is that? It's no longer, it's not that it's no longer there. It's that you are no longer aware of yourself as you actually are. Because it cannot disappear. Then, even then, who is experiencing that? Who is the one that claims to be the knower of even that? So once you know you are that, you may think I am that. Now, being that, do you need to keep on thinking I am that, or you just remain as that?
Amen.
Yeah.
I just probably should change the way I do self-inquiry, because the mostly intensive I do it before I go to sleep, and
How can you change the way the way of doing self-inquiry is only one? How can you change it for a different one? And who is
well,
and
I
who
mean,
is gonna
in the daytime it's more distraction, and I don't remember of it. And when I go to sleep, I just aware of myself, and that's it. And then the mind goes sleep, and awareness is there, and my in the morning wake up and disappointed that it's not longer there.
then when is the disappointment arising? In the awakened state.
Yes, in the case.
And then you have to remove that in the awakened state. You remove this blanket that the mind is throwing all this blanket on you, right? Like the movie is projected on the screen and covers the screen. And when we are watching a movie, who cares about the screen? I'm not interested in. Nobody pays to go and see a screen. Everybody will go on because they want to see what is projected on it. And everybody's fascinated by the projection. Nobody even remembers that there is a screen, right? So enchanted by all this, we forget oneself. So in the same, you must know yourself all the time as you actually are. You must know yourself always. If there is forgetfulness in the awakening state, then remember, who am I? See, means, hold on. This, as I was talking to John, right, or with John, it's because of the lack of discrimination, right? There is all this. Why? Because I am there, conscious or aware of it. The forgetfulness of being what we are.
I was expecting the ecstasy, and
The what?
I was expecting the ecstasy, and the ecstasies, and there was not
The,
not nothing what there was there.
the ecstasy comes after knowing oneself. The ecstasy is a mental also. That ecstasy becomes an obstacle.
Mm. But there was no ecstasies. It just is. It was only is and
No ecstasy, isness,
yes,
isness.
isness. Yes, but
But
it's so good that
it's not
that
it's not that. I keep on I never get tired of emphasizing and overemphasizing about the fact that the self is not empty.
no, I'm not pointing that it's empty. I'm just saying that it feels like isn't, like even nothing is there, nothing is matter, because it's is, and that's it.
Let's call it, for the sake of it, nameless, formless, conscious, and aliveness, because it is alive. It's tremendously alive, but extremely subtle. This is why the mind has to be totally still.
Mm.
It's more subtle than the stillness of the mind. It's more subtle even than the thoughtless state. And yet, powerful. It's a power on its own.
Okay, what to do? I will remain as I am.
Hmm?
I said I will remain as I am because
All these efforts, see, are made by the confused one who wants the clarity again, the clarity that never had. Because to whom is clear, I am that. To that.
mm,
So now all your efforts are completely counterproductive and contradictory. If you are that, then what do you have to remember or what do you have to try? Or
no, I mean I will not follow the mind.
hmm?
I meant I will not follow the mind, the the confusion.
See, there is thought, there is I. And if there is no thought, there must be I. Right?
Mm.
So what this I is beyond thought and thoughtlessness. It's even beyond the thoughtless state.
Mm.
The thoughtless state is a thoughtless thought. See, it is the same mind in deep sleep that is a thoughtless thought. In the awakened state, when it is pure, it also still is a thoughtless thought. It still is a thought. I mean, it's an image, right?
Mm.
Subtle, but it still is something, right?
I'm confused because one time I had it when I was awake and there was no contradiction that everything is me and the mind is me also. But other time I had it when the mind was sleeping and there was no mind, and then mind woke up and couldn't believe that how anything is possible without me. I am this everything, and and creates more confusion.
Yes, the mind, how can it be possible? See that there is something that exists without me.
Yes.
Mm.
And it explains me that it's wrong enlightenment, that the first one was correct and the second one is wrong because there was no me.
Whose enlightenment? Right?
It's also me,
Exactly. Correct.
mine all the time.
Yes.
First time, second time, any time is
You
mine.
know, then if you know what the mind is, then leave it alone. What is there? It's nothing.
And everything.
You will laugh at it.
Mm.
You will not laugh at the mind. You will laugh that of the fact that there is no mind. Only thoughts. Subtle and gross. Hmm?
Mm. Says Ren, if the mind keep coming back and this, so to say, this me is unstable, that it means that tendencies is there, but I'm not aware of which tendencies is it, and how can I dissolve if I'm not aware what to dissolve?
Just be aware of yourself.
And don't think about what is left. Yes.
Everything will fall into place on its own accord.
Mm.
Is the self worry about the tendencies and the illusion and for how long will it last and all that? No. So who is in a hurry? The mind is in a hurry for the mind to disappear. That's a trick of the mind to remain there.
Mm.
The self exists with or without mind and is
Yeah.
not concerned. And the mind is not separate from the self. So the self knows no mind. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, I do.
So the self cannot even get rid of the illusion because the illusion is inseparable from it. Then this I is the one you have to realize as non-existent in a way, as actually me. Oh, when this is going to come to an end, for how long this illusion will last,
Mm.
right? When the ego will disappear. Oh, this is the ego talking.
Yes, yes, I see.
Let it talk. Don't listen to it.
Sometimes it's difficult not to listen to it because now it seems that it's even more loud and more sharp. Everything is more sharp. The emotions, the feelings.
Still is an illusion. Doesn't matter how powerful it appears to be. It's just it appears to be there and it appears to be more powerful. Let it scream if it wants to.
Mm.
As long as you recognize the mind as not I, that's enough. Because to recognize the mind as not I, you must recognize yourself as what you are. If I know that the mind is not I know that I am I. Okay?
Mm. So probably what now is necessary is the more discrimination, because before I tried to stay still as much as I could, and
There,
now I
there-
just
there is no more,
discriminate.
there is no more discrimination. There is only discrimination between the real and the illusion. Who am I? Whatever appears and disappears is not real, therefore it's not I.
What I mean is just I before was trying to get the mind shut, and now I will not do it. I will just witness if it's even screaming or whatever he's doing or me.
Witnessing is being,
Yes.
neither doing or not doing, it's just being. When you say I will just witnessing or I will just witness, it's like you're gonna do it. Who's gonna witness? And then the mind can take the place of the witness.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh God, so difficult.
Mm. It's okay, it's all good. It's that is a sign that the ego is becoming smaller and smaller. It's fairly weak
Mm.
because it's playing game. When the mind begins to play games in a subtle way, means that it is weak.
Mm. Mm. Thank you.
Mm. Pues me tengo que ir unos 5 minuticos más antes, ¿ok? Unos 5 minuticos antes que termine, antes de las 4. Que recoger a Indrek. Te oigo.
Quería pedirte apoyo porque siento que estoy en un ping pong entre la mente apática y activa. Y tengo muy breves momentos durante el día, durante la vigilia de mente quieta. Eh, y ya, no sé, creo que, no sé, empezó a haber mucha actividad de trabajo, afortunadamente, pero noto como eso me agarra.
Te escucho, te escucho mal. No entiendo bien lo que dices.
A ver si se me escucha.
Se te corta, sí.
Puede ser por tus auriculares, Ahmed.
A ver, déjame intentar.
Si te lo sacás.
Muchas gracias. ¿Hablas mejor?
No, yo creo que es la conexión de internet. Apaga la cámara, a ver.
A ver. A ver, probando, probando.
Mm, a ver, continúa a ver cómo va.
Ok. Creo que ya se me escucha mejor.
Ahora sí.
Ok, ya. Ahí tenía una cosa conectada que no me había dado cuenta. Ok, este, siento que llevo varios días en un ping pong entre la mente activa y apática. Más activa y con como cierta ansiedad. Eh, Empezó a surgir bastante, empezó a llegar como eh, mucha actividad y siento que me estoy identificando mucho con eso. Eh, y antes de dormir, si viene más mente quieta, eh, siento que hay indagación antes de dormir y ya, pum, me apago y al día siguiente otra vez despierto ya con la mente muy revolucionada. Eh, y noto que cuando está la mente activa y busco hacer la indagación, eh, no sé si estoy notando pensamientos más sutiles o simplemente, no sé, como que noto un pensamiento que quiere describir la indagación, como describirla, ya hay mente quieta, se cuenta. Se está indagando, estoy en autoobservación, se aquieta la mente y de repente viene una descripción y después viene un juicio a la descripción y otra vez algo. Entonces estoy como que siento que estoy como entrando y saliendo. eh, Y sí hay como ansiedad alrededor de todo ese movimiento. No sé si hay algo que me puedas decir alrededor de esto, César, o si nada más estoy como haciendo un rant.
No. La indagación es ver a quién le sucede todo eso, quién experimenta todo eso,
Ok.
quién es consciente de todo eso. Ver. Si tienes que preguntar, pregunta,
Ujú.
pero es más que todo ver. ¿Quién es consciente? Está la mente quieta, está la mente activa, está la mente pura, o la mente, en cualquier estado que la mente esté, tiene que haber conciencia de ese estado mental.
Ujú.
Y tú eres la conciencia de la mente, el testigo de la mente. Entonces, indiferentemente en qué estado se encuentre la mente, qué característica se manifieste la mente, ¿ok? O tome la mente, ¿verdad? Tiene que suceder en algo, tiene que haber un sustrato donde sucede, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Entonces ve al sustrato y te das, o sea, que no es otra cosa que ti mismo.
Alguna vez me dijiste, eh, te comentaba que sentía que tenía narcolepsia porque de repente era así como, ¡pum!, se apagaba y me iba a dormir, eh, haciendo la indagación, como que estaba, decía, ok, voy a sentarme, tenía tiempo libre y me voy a sentar a indagar y ¡tum!, se apagaba. Eh, y nada, empecé a notar, y no sé si, digo, seguramente que es un juego de la mente, pero empecé a notar como un saber que se estaba entrando a un sueño con sueño y como una continuidad muy sutil entre ese sueño con sueño y después abrir los ojos, y estar como despierto, pues, como vigilia. Y eso suele suceder cuando está la mente en ese juego como entre como apático. Se va a dormir y, y antes de despertar se siente, o antes de quedarse dormida, se siente como esa transición desde un lugar como muy, no sé, se siente sutil, pero no sé
Desde
qué sea
ti,
esto.
desde ti mismo, este eres tú mismo, el que es consciente de cuando el yo aparece y va transitando, ¿m? De su forma pura a su forma impura o identificada, ¿sí?
Mm,
Ese ego puro que va surgiendo de la conciencia, ¿verdad? Se asocia con el cuerpo, se identifica con el cuerpo.
ujú, ok. Ahora eso se nota en momentos de vigilia donde se está buscando hacer indagación y de repente empieza la mente así como tuk, 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 así como que empieza a variar entre sueño y despierto, y está esa continuidad sutil. Eh, eh, Algo que sucede cuando me despierto en la mañana es que se despierta la mente ya con pensamientos, o sea, como si hubiera sueño con sueño todo el tiempo.
El problema es que le estás poniendo atención a todo eso,
Ok,
a lo que
ahí
surge.
está.
Sí,
Sí,
a lo que
ujú,
surge, ve de dónde surge o a quién le surge.
sí,
¿Eh?
sí, sí, como que me estoy clavando ahí con la experiencia, ¿no?
Correcto.
Ok, sí,
Déjala que surja, dice la técnica, ¿verdad? La indagación.
ujú.
No la sigas. Ve de dónde surge, a quién le surge. La indicación es simplemente mantén la atención en el lugar de origen, pero el lugar de origen no es un lugar, ¿sí? El lugar de origen soy yo mismo. ¿De dónde surge? De mí. ¿A quién le surge? A mí. Déjame ver, entonces, ¿quién soy yo? Y la gente se confunde y piensa que va a poner la atención en algún lugar, ¿no? La gente pregunta, ok, pero ¿dónde lo encuentro? ¿En dónde lo busco? ¿Cómo me observo a mí mismo? Pero si ya te estás observando porque ya sabes que eres. Que sabes que eres es porque ya eres consciente de que eres. Lo que no eres consciente es de ser conciencia. ¿Mm? Entonces empiezan a pensar, surge algo y empiezan a pensar, y esto, entonces, es activa, está torpe y ahora esa es la trampa. ¿Mm? Es la mente pensando acerca de sí misma. Ok, me tengo que ir. Ok, unos 5 minutos.
César, gracias.
Ok, entonces nos vemos a la noche.
Ay.